Ready?
You guys ready? Right here?
Yep.
Ready, set, rock it.
Hey! What's up? Thank you for tuning in to the second episode of Sports Talk with Flyin Ryan
and Bad Boy B.
We are here today to give you all the knowledge on football and other current events that are happening in the sports life. It's our second episode. I'm so happy. Are you great?
Yes.
You alright?
Yes, I'm great.
Today's your birthday, isn't it?
It's my birthday.
Today is also Bad Boy B's birthday. You are how old?
36.
36 years
sir.
old. Let's wait so some of our viewers tune in today. Our second episode. Look at all these nice hats we got out here.
We do. We have, look at
every
nice
micro wrestling hat.
Yes.
You know. Today we're gonna start off, since it's your birthday.
My
we'll
team.
go first.
Okay.
The Cleveland Browns
They beat
versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals.
Did you guys win?
Yeah, we did.
You finally, the Cleveland Browns,
We won.
finally won a
45 to
game,
30.
upsetting Joe Burrow, making him lose his second game in only 2 starts in the NFL. For those you don't know, Joe Burrow was drafted first overall this year to the Cincinnati Bengals from LSU. Nick Chubb was obviously the player of the game, rushing for 124 yards.
2 touchdowns.
On 22 carries. Don't get me wrong. Joe Burrow had an excellent game. It just wasn't enough against the Cleveland defense, you know what I mean?
No, it wasn't.
He threw for also 3 touchdown passes with no interceptions at all. He had 316 yards. That's pretty good.
That's good.
But it still didn't come up enough to beat the Browns.
It was not.
No.
Definitely wasn't.
It wasn't at all. Second game. This game had a lot of controversy involved. It was the Dallas Cowboys versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh my God.
I would hate to be a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of? It's like the Super Bowl rewind when the Falcons played the Patriots.
Yeah.
Because remember, Atlanta was banging them, hitting them, and they were ahead by a lot.
It was like 3 touchdowns, wasn't it?
4 touchdowns in the second half, and that's exactly what the Falcons did again to the Cowboys. But they ended up losing. It was a barn burner.
Wasn't in history though? They did go down history, right?
What?
They won history.
Yes, yes, it was. Atlanta Falcons choked. I would hate to be a Falcons game. It was the largest blown lead since their Super Bowl game against the Patriots. Great news on Prescott. He became the first ever Cowboy to have 450 yards with 3 touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. Wow. He was the only person ever to do that. It was the Cowboys' 5th 20-point comeback in Cowboys history. The first one since 2014. The Cowboys recover a late onside kick to Zerline. He set him up to get the game-winning field goal for the Cowboys. I bet Atlanta fans were mad. They were really mad. Cowboys upsetted the Atlanta Falcons, but it was a great game, you know? It was the Falcons broke a record, though. They were the first team ever to score 39 consecutive points without a turnover and still lose the game. I couldn't believe that. Shame on you, Atlanta. You became the bust team of the week. You did. Terrible. Now, last night's game. That was incredible. For those who don't know, Allegiant, I think that's how you say it, Allegiant Airlines just opened up the new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. They are the sponsor for that team. So it was the Raiders opening game, and they had a tough task ahead of them.
Yes.
Facing Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees has been around for a long time, and he was obviously on the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks, I think. Raiders offense marched over the Saints in the new stadium debut. Derek Carr threw for 282 yards with 2 touchdown passes. Quarterback on the other team, Drew Brees, threw for 310 yards for 1 touchdown, and he had an interception in the loss for the Raiders. The loss for the Saints. The Raiders win. Darren Waller, he's the second most receptions as a tight end in Monday Night Football history. He broke a record too. The second most with 12 receptions in one Monday night game by a tight end. But overall, the Saints, they lost. The Raiders won their first home game at their new stadium. I was very impressed. Now, let's talk.
All right.
I got a couple facts for you guys too that I want to let y'all know. A couple facts. You know, Ryan likes having his facts. Another couple sports. Today in NASCAR, Bubba Wallace, obviously it's his last year with Richard Petty Motorsports. So this was his last year, so he didn't have a ride for next year. So somehow him and Michael Jordan teamed up, and Michael Jordan is opening up his own
NASCAR.
His own team. Own team.
Really?
His own team. I guarantee you, I'll make a bet with you. I bet you the car number is going to be 23.
I bet it's going to be.
But Bubba Wallace is going to be the only driver for that sport team next year. And talking about NASCAR, Kevin Harvick, my driver, racked up his 9th win of the season this year, holding off the M&M's 18 Toyota Camry by Kyle Busch in a classic battle at Bristol, Tennessee. It's always a good race at Bristol, Tennessee. It's the smallest track on the circuit. It was Saturday night. Harvick has the points lead, and he has the most wins by any driver this season thus far. It's really good. And then move on to basketball a little bit. You know the Lakers?
The Lakers won, man.
Lakers won.
And he had the buzzer beater.
Anthony Davis had the buzzer beater to win
yes.
Game 3, to capture victory. It was awesome. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but one of my star players for the New England Patriots, running back James White, his dad was killed in a car wreck, making him miss the game versus the Seahawks this week. So shout out to the James White family. Hang in there, stay strong. You have the micro wrestler support. If you're watching this, that'd be so cool. You know what I mean? Now, let's move on. So B, today's your birthday.
My birthday.
It's your birthday. How old are you?
36.
36 years old, B. And what do you like to do on your birthday?
I'm going to be honest.
Watch football, right?
Yes.
Now, the next topic. The reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs. They played the Chargers this week. You know, and I couldn't believe the Chargers kept up with them. The Chargers' original quarterback left due to an injury. But the Chiefs win in overtime with a 58-yard game winner by Butker himself, defeating the LA Chargers. In the normal, I forgot who the normal quarterback was, because the friggin' Phillip Rivers left and went to the Colts. But Herbert had his first start. He came right out of college. He played for Oregon. He replaced Tyrod Taylor. That's who it was. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Tyrod Taylor, who went out of the game with a chest injury. Herbert had 311 passing yards with 1 touchdown in his debut loss. It was still a good start, I think, by a rookie quarterback with such short notice. You know, he didn't know he was going to play. He wasn't even dressed to play. He had to go get all his gear on and everything. What do you guys think was more impressive about that game? Do you think it was Patrick Mahomes' comeback or Herbert's debut? I don't know, but that Mahomes guy is something else. He proves every week that he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Well,
Mahomes...
He got one of the best coaches, though.
He did, Andy Reid. But he couldn't do nothing with the Eagles. No. But Mahomes had 302 passing yards with 2 touchdown passes. On Herbert's debut, he had 311 yards with a touchdown, and he also rushed for 1. But the first start was an upset due to Patrick Mahomes, you know, the comeback. The Chargers got outscored that game 14-6. It was incredible. But, you know, it's the Chiefs. It's always going to be a difficult task facing those Chiefs right now.
Right?
Do we have any questions yet?
It was 20.
I see.
To 23.
Jason Gibson said, "Hey B, what's up, brother?" Say hi to him.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Frankie? I don't know what you're talking about, Frankie. But anyways, now, dun 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 dun. We are talking about the fantasy football.
Okay.
So there's a lot of quarterbacks. You know, it's good. I won all my games except 1 this week.
Really?
Because I didn't have Josh Jacobs, who's the running back for the Las Vegas Raiders. He's pretty good. He's had a good start. But the notable quarterbacks for fantasy this week are obviously Josh Allen was the #1 guy. I can't believe how good he's done on his 2 starts for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen has taken notice recently in the AFC East division. You know, that's the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills. But Josh Allen had 417 passing yards on his win over the Dolphins. He went 31, the final score was 31-28. He already has 729 passing yards this season, only the second game. He's the #1 passing yards in the NFL right now. He is someone you definitely want on your fantasy team. He was the first round pick in 2018, 7 overall. He was a really good Are you still loving Cam Newton? I am. I'm a big Cam Newton fan. He's been good, but I can't believe I was just about to get to that subject of when he faced Russell Wilson in the Seattle Seahawks. I can't believe he decided to run it when there was only one play left and he was still 3 yards short of the goal line. He should have did a slant pass to Julian Edelman. He is a beast. But mark my words, even though the Patriots lost that game, we are still a contender and we are going to be in the playoffs. For Cam Newton's second start, I think he had a pretty good game. Now let's talk about the New England Patriots game. I'm going to tell you in a minute, bad boy B. It's your birthday. What a great game this was. Even though the Seahawks won, you got to give credit to where credit is due to Cam Newton.
Yes.
You know, Russell Wilson is the first Seahawk ever to throw for four touchdowns in his first 2 games of the season. Cam Newton, obviously New England's quarterback, he went 30 for 44 with 397 yards with 2 rushing touchdowns. The games came down to the wire. The Patriots come back, but with the clock running down and only 1 play left, Cam Newton tried running for a game-winning touchdown, but was stopped by the Seattle defense with no time remaining, giving the Seahawks the win. Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
You know, I don't got much to say about Tampa this week besides they won, they crushed it. I am very upset with Rob Gronkowski, though. To give you guys a little cheat code. Don't get Rob Gronkowski on your fantasy team this week. He was terrible. He's trash. I started him on one of my teams both weeks, and I racked up a whopping 0 points with him. So that was crazy. Thank God my wide receivers, Adam Thielen for the Minnesota Vikings, did good. You know, it's really good. Now let's see. Ready for another fact. Bum, 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 bum. Next week, the game of the week will be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Baltimore Ravens. That's going to be a great game. It's actually Monday night, I think it is. Yep. Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson. You know, the Ravens won this week. They won.
Yeah, they did.
You know, Lamar Jackson proves why he was the MVP last year. You know what I mean? This is Baltimore's 14th straight win. Regular season win.
Wow.
You got anything you want to talk about, Brandon?
Let's talk about the Browns.
Bad boy B. The Browns. What do you want to talk about the Browns for?
Odell had a good game.
Odell did have a good
He had
game.
a really good game.
It was really good, you know? I was so shocked with the way that him and Baker Mayfield worked, because the thing about the Cleveland Browns that people don't know is they have an elite all-star roster.
They do.
Defense and offense.
But they don't have to play together yet, I guess.
Just not. I mean, it's their second season, but they finally won one versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals, I mean, that's not saying much.
And you guys got Kareem Hunt.
Yes,
He used to play on the Chiefs.
Yep.
It was a really, really good game. What else?
We got Nick Chubb, we got Kareem Hunt, we got Odell, we got John Landry.
We did. Now the Cardinals, they play this week. They have Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray.
Yes.
They got rid of Larry Fitzgerald. He was one of the oldest wide receivers in the game. He's going to go down as one of the greatest receivers of all time. But they picked up DeAndre Hopkins from the Houston Texans. They pay him a lot of money. Cardinals' first 2-0 start since 2015. Come on, Arizona. You guys got it with a win over them. It was really good. And another...
Washington football team, right?
What?
Washington football team.
Washington football team, yes, they beat the Washington football team. That is so stupid and it feels so weird saying Washington football team. They're the Redskins.
They're the Redskins.
They always be the Redskins in my book.
Mm-hmm.
But, another thing for fantasy this week, I am so sorry to you Giants fans out there. It is terrible. Your number one player, the guy you put the captain logo on, you made him the face of the Giants since Eli left. Saquon Barkley. He is out for the remainder of the season with a torn ACL.
Yes,
and Christian McCaffrey tore something too. I don't remember what it was technically, but he's going to be out to 3 to 4 weeks. The top 2 running backs in the game are out.
And also, the quarterback for San Francisco is out for
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Jimmy Garoppolo used to play on the New England Patriots before getting traded to the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow.
You know, that was still a good game though between them and the Chiefs last year in the Super Bowl. I was really shocked. I was really shocked.
Oh, and also about the quarterback for the Kansas City, the deal he got from his bill.
Does what?
It's what, 400 million or something? He got
10 years, $450 million. The highest paid football guy in the history of the NFL. You know, let's talk about coaches for a minute. You know, Bill, everybody, the question of the year was if Bill could get it done without Tom, or if Tom could do better without Bill. And I think Bill's doing better than Tom is this year. You know, we're 1-1. We lost this week to Seattle, but they had nothing to prove. Cam Newton just needs to work on his passing more because he's running it.
He runs it too much.
Way too much. But Bill Belichick, it was funny to see him in that mask. He looked like Mermaid Man on SpongeBob, didn't he? With that mask on.
He did.
He's always a character, arguing with the referees. There was a couple bad calls in that game, but other than that, it was a great week of football, I think. We waited till Monday. We watched the game. We went out last night for your birthday, but I made sure I watched football to give y'all the updates, you know? And I'm so excited because the Celtics are still in it. We won Game 3.
Yes.
So we're down right now to the Miami Heat. The series is 2-1, but there's only 4 teams left. It is
the LA Lakers, Denver Nuggets, Miami Heat, and
Boston Celtics. You know, they've been doing that. Denver Nuggets has actually surprised me.
Me too.
They surprised me. They beat the Clippers in Game 7. Game 7, shocking the Clippers, because before the season even started, all the NBA analysts and insiders, they said it was going to be LA. They say Clippers all day. Paul George went over there. Remember Kawhi Leonard?
Yep.
He went to the Clippers. He used to be for Toronto, and he was the winning MVP.
Yes.
Won Toronto Raptors their first ever NBA championship last year.
Yep.
But it's going to be a good Final Four already. You obviously know I got money on it. I'm a sports betting man, and I'm obviously not going to bet against my Celtics. But, you know, with the passing of Kobe Bryant this year, I think it brought LA together, and they're actually really a team. I'm tired of listening to LeBron James cry, though, all the time. He says he deserved the MVP candidate, but I don't think he did because Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks got MVP this year, regular season MVP. But you can still win the Finals MVP, LeBron, if you can get there. You just got to get past Nyakovic and the Denver Nuggets.
Where did LeBron come from?
Cleveland.
Yes.
Right?
He did. Akron, Ohio.
But he left your team to go to Miami
Twice.
Heat. He left it the first time to go to Miami Heat,
and he left
where he won 2 championships
yes, he did.
with Dwayne Wade.
And then he come back to Cleveland and won a championship with us in 2016.
2016.
Yep.
That seems like forever ago, but it was only like
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yep.
LeBron James, obviously not the star player though on the LA Lakers. It obviously would be Anthony Davis. AB. I think he kind of embraced the unibrow a little bit, don't you? Now he rocks it. He's always wearing it. I don't make all that money. He still hasn't shaved it, but he's keeping it. My prediction. What's your prediction first? What do you think the NBA playoff finals are going to be? What 2 teams?
It's going to be Boston and freaking LA.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
That's what I think too. I think it's going to be Boston and Lakers.
Denver has no... Okay, they're good. I'm not saying they're not. But Denver's not going to be LA.
They might beat LA. I really think they might.
We thought we didn't... Yeah, I didn't think...
They might. I didn't... Do you think Denver was going to beat the Clippers?
No, I did not. So.
Did you? It was crazy. The Boston Celtics have been surprisingly great. You know, there was a couple problems like in game 1 and 2 where we had the lead up to at least 12 points. Yeah, and then we ended up losing the game by 8. I don't get how that happened. Come on, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Taco, all you guys out there, you got to get together and win us game 4. Game 4 is tomorrow night. Don't forget to tune in. Also, the Lakers play tonight, I think.
I think it's Friday.
What?
Then...
The Lakers play tonight.
It's tonight?
Lakers play Game 3 tonight on TNT at 9 o'clock. Game 3. And then tomorrow night is the Celtics and Heat Game 4. I am so excited. So excited. Oh, breaking news. Donovan just reached a deal. Billy Donovan had agreed. He was Chicago's assistant coach, Chicago Bulls. But he has agreed and reached a deal, the coach, the Chicago Bulls. You know,
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls, remember Pat Riley, that's all
Yeah.
I can think about. He was a great coach with Michael Jordan. Top headlines in sports.
Pat Riley. No.
Oh yeah, did you see,
It was not Pat Riley. It was Phil Jackson.
No, Pat Riley was the coach.
That was Miami.
It was Miami, wasn't it?
Yes.
But who was Phil Jackson was the coach
Yes.
for Chicago.
Yes.
Okay, sorry guys here. Good job, B. Do you know who the greatest coach of all time is though?
I mean, Phil Jackson's up there.
Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, and my favorite coach, Greg Popovich.
Yes.
For San Antonio
Yes.
Spurs.
He's
He's
still
been
playing.
around
He's still
for a long
coaching now.
time. You know, Jokic, he's really upset at the Nuggets. He says they need to fight more because they're down 0-2 in the series right now.
Well,
What
look
else
who
can
they're
we talk
playing though.
about?
That's just another thing. They're playing LeBron James, one of the best players in the game right now.
And also on ESPN Plus, they have a new thing about, it's called the three knockdown rule. They're going to talk about that. Also on ESPN Plus, they got a thing called the Love Story. It looks back on Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and Phil Jackson. That would be really good to talk about. And also, what other games you want to talk about? Oh my God! So the Packers came back.
Yes, that was.
They were down at half, 21-3 to the Detroit Lions. I was like, holy cow! But Matt Stafford, everything I say about you is right, and I can't talk about you enough without always being right. He is the only quarterback in the NFL today to throw for 300 yards in 6 consecutive games and still lose the game. I can't believe it. Shame on you, Matt Stafford. You threw for 1 interception, but you did have two touchdowns, and obviously it was what's his name start. Adrian Peterson. He got traded.
Oh my God, Adrian Peterson.
Or they picked him up. He got traded to the Lions this year. He's had a rough couple years too, between his wife dying and his kid dying. It was really bad. But he only rushed for 41 yards for 7 carries.
That's surprising because Adrian Peterson is a good player.
But Aaron Rodgers, he's still showing why he is a great quarterback in the league. He threw for 240 yards with 2 touchdown passes. Aaron Jones was obviously, I forgot which college he went to, but he was obviously the star player of the game, making the comeback, getting 168 yards on the ground, and he also got 68 yards in receiving. For a running back, that's pretty good. So that's over a total of 220 yards right there, with 3 touchdowns total, 2 passing and 1 rushing. It was a really good, I couldn't believe that game. He rushed for his career high, 168 yards this year. Green Bay Packers rallied back from an early 11-point deficit to beat the Detroit Lions 42-21 on Sunday. Shame on you, Lions. Time to fire your coach and get a new one. Or get rid of Matt Stafford. He's a bum. He's a bum.
Yes. It's like Jay Cutler.
Now, I know this next team that we're going to talk about. Too bad Disco Dom's not here. He's a big Eagles fan. He's a big Eagles fan. He was watching the games with us. He was getting all hyped. He's like, yeah, we're up 13-0. Then you look at the third quarter. Here comes the LA Rams. They just opened up a new stadium 2 weeks ago. It was, their stadium is beautiful. I can't believe how beautiful the LA Rams stadium is. Jared Goff threw for 267 yards with 3 touchdown passes. Kupp was the receiver. He only had 81 yards. But Jared Goff threw for 3 touchdowns to Higbee, and the Los Angeles Rams beat the Philadelphia Eagles 37-19.
I always think the Eagles could have get rid of Nick Foles.
Nick Foles?
Yeah, Nick Foles.
Christy Davis, who's that? You know her? McClure? She said, hey, B, what's up? You gonna say hey to your girl?
Hi. Christy Davis.
Any questions for any of the fans out there? Christy Davis. Come on, guys, tune in. We got a little bit of time left. I'm trying to get all this info in for you today. Now let's bring it over to baseball. I don't like baseball no more. Red Sox are terrible, but the other game, the other night, did we lose last night? No, we didn't play. We played on Sunday, and we were almost about to get swept by the New York Yankees, but we won that game with astonishing 10-2. We scored 10 runs that game. It was obviously a good game. Tanner Houch took a no-hitter into the 6th inning of his 2nd Major League start. And Michael Chavez had a huge day at the plate for the Boston Red Sox. Halted 2 long streaks of a 10-2 victory over the New York Yankees. I was so happy.
Well, you know your coach used to be my coach now.
Who?
What's his name? For the Indians.
Terry Francona.
Yeah, yeah.
Terry Francona used to coach
Boston Red Sox.
the Boston Red Sox. Who's your team? Cleveland Indians?
Cleveland Indians.
You guys suck.
Okay, but it's okay.
You're still better than the Red Sox, though. You know what I mean? We're about to almost wrap it up. It's a short sports podcast for us, but it's sports talk with Flyin Ryan and Bad Boy B. I love you so much. But look at these. I want to also, even though we're talking about sports right now that got everybody's attention, I want to let you guys, you viewers out there, know how hard we've been working. We've been working our butts off, promoting, getting people in here. We did 2 shows in Ohio last week at a haunted house thing. It was really good, you know. But we got that Micro TV, baby. We just released the 3rd episode of Monday Night Micro. It's on microwrestling.com/microtv. You can go right on there and only subscribe today for $9.99.
$10.
I mean, seriously.
What is $10?
$10. I see
nothing.
people go out there and spend money on stupider stuff,
Yes.
like watching independent wrestlers. That is ridiculous. But we are the Micro Wrestling Federation. You can see the crazy stuffs we do in and outside the ring.
Yes.
It is crazy.
It's nuts.
It is crazy. You can see the rival between me and Too Tall heating up very well. It is going to go down on that Monday night episode. I can't show you. But check out these hats, guys. Look, I'm wearing one right now. I love these. Bad Boy B, you're wearing the same one. Why are you trying to be like me, bro?
I'm not. I'm like.
Why are you trying to be like me? But you can get this one. This is a micro hook snapback. Says micro on it. It is awesome. That's my favorite one, preferably. You got these are the flex fits. They say white, micro wrestling on the front, and I support micro violence on the back. It does not say midget.
No, I didn't say midget.
We do not use that
We don't
word.
use that word.
Bad Boy B.
Yes.
And the trucker hat. You can find all these merchandise and memorabilia on microwrestling.com. Make sure you go there today. And I know a lot of people have been asking me, hey, Flyin Ryan, call me, talk to me, do this. Well, I can do that for you now. All you gotta do is call me. Or you can text me. I'll even video chat you. We have a 1-800 hotline to each individual wrestlers.
Yes.
I'm 1-800 extension 12, baby, because you know me, I'm a big Tom Brady fan, so I'm extension 12. So make sure you go on there, even if I have to wish your kid a happy birthday, or you want me to fire somebody, or I can even call you and talk to you personally about sports, or about anything, wrestling, anything. I am here for you guys. But we're almost done. We're about to wrap up this second week. I am so excited with the sports talk, bro.
Yes, bro.
We are getting it down. We are getting it down. Let's make sure there's no more questions for anybody. But let's talk about, actually, we still got plenty of time. Let's talk about some games next week that are going to happen in football. Let's see. So next week, boom, 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 week 3, just like us.
Yes.
A 3rd episode dropping next week of Sports Talk with B and Ryan. So Thursday night, obviously, that's going to be a terrible game. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't know if I'm going to watch it. It's going to be the Dolphins versus the Jaguars. It might be good though, you know. I think Minshew II has had a good year this far. I love his hair. He's a good guy. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's the quarterback for Miami.
Yes.
Miami. I think if I had to predict that game, I would say Jacksonville is probably going to beat Miami. You're taking Miami?
No.
You want to bet $5?
No, I'm not betting.
Not betting. Let's see who the Browns are facing.
Tennessee.
Oh, you're not facing Tennessee next
Who are
week.
they playing?
You're facing the Washington Redskins. I mean, sorry, the Washington football team. Do you think you guys are going to beat them?
Got a chance.
Remember, you guys are favored by 7 points. Wow. You know, Washington's quarterback is Dwayne Haskins from where? Where'd Dwayne Haskins go? Come on, you don't know?
No, but...
Oh, wait. He went to Ohio State. Dwayne Haskins Jr. did. People over there. He's facing Baker Mayfield next week. That's going to be a good game. I can't believe your guy threw for 408 yards, though. I just realized that. Holy cow. With 2 interceptions, though. You know, Jarvis Landry. I should have picked him up this year. I almost picked him up last year. I mean, I had him last year. But, let's see. There's really not good games this week. Uh-oh. The Packers and Saints. Sunday night football. And then the Cowboys and Seahawks at 4:30. Wow. That's going to be good. We're going to bet on some of these. I think the Green Bay Packers are going to defeat the New Orleans Saints. And I think the Seahawks are going to just crush the Cowboys. I've never been a Cowboys team.
We know that. I mean, we know this because Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook?
No, I didn't say
Russell Wilson. Russell Westbrook's on the friggin'.
Okay, yeah, he's on.
He's not on OKC now.
No, he's on the Clippers.
Clippers, that's right. He got hurt though this year. Yes, guys, I'm so thankful and happy that you guys are with us for a second episode. It's been a great week already talking about all this stuff. But, you know, tonight we got to go out because it's your birthday. And tomorrow, so your birthday's gone. So I'll be like, it's my birthday. But we're going to go out and celebrate your birthday two nights in a row. Monday night football. Oh, my God. Chiefs versus the Ravens. The Ravens how are the Ravens favored by 3.5? I don't get it. On ESPN, they got like a thing. It tells you the winning percentages. They're 59.6% favored to win. Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Last time they played, I think the Chiefs won. But this time, I think the Ravens are going to win. You know, Lamar Jackson, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks. He's on fire. He can run the ball. He can throw it. He just has all those incredible moves. He went to Louisville, by the way, Louisville College. And they also have Mike Brown as their, I don't think it's Mike Brown. Is it Marquette? Marquette Brown?
Plus, they got a good coach, too. Ravens got a good coach.
And they're at the stadium. You can buy tickets right now for $109, it says. Social distancing. But if you guys are ever in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, make sure you come down to 185 East Wares Valley Road and come see the Micro Wrestlers. We usually do shows Wednesday through Thursday.
Saturday.
Wednesday through Saturday. Doors open at 5. Showtime's at 6. You can buy your tickets online right now. Or you can wait to come through the door and buy them there and greet and watch your favorite Micro Wrestlers go at it.
Yes, sir.
Go at it. Bad Boy B, it has been an honor having you on our show. Our show. I love you. You guys don't forget to go to microwrestling.com and tune in next week for episode 3 of the Flyin Ryan and Bad Boy B Sports Talk. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you next week. Bottom right. Bye, guys. Was that good or too short?
No, it was good, man. You guys know the thing I think you got to